I can't go out in public not wearing a bra as much as I want to, but I cannot do it. First off, it's embarrassing, gravity takes over, it's just a whole lot of mess. So no. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, it's basically all about me. I'm not like this typical narcissistic girl who talks about herself the whole time, but I do some fun stuff where I actually talk about myself. So today is one of those days. Not in a very narcissistic way though. Today I actually want to talk to you guys about something that I have struggled with for a really long time, and I still do. It is a sensitive subject. It may not be for some people, but it is for me, and this is basically what I'll be talking about. He and she, whatever you call them, boobs. I have struggled with boobs, breasts, titties, this stuff for a really long time now. It's been a struggle of mine, and I'm not saying that any of you is supposed to think that, you know, having boobs is a struggle, because it really isn't. But for me, it started being a struggle when it involved other parts of my body. So it was no longer about my breast, it was now my back, my neck. That's when it becomes a struggle. You can't sleep, or you can sleep but you can hardly sleep. So basically my whole life, not my whole life because I got boobies a little bit later in life, but for the longest part of my teenagehood and today, it's been a struggle. So that's why I feel like I need to talk about it, or like, you know, I just like, there's a journey I'm beginning, and there's a beginning and there will be an end. And I don't want anyone shocked about the end, or like wondering why the end would be the way it is or the way it's gonna be. But it's just something that I feel very strongly about, and it's been a very sensitive topic of mine. But I'm always free to talk about it because it's a struggle, and I know out there somebody else is dealing with it. So I am not alone, and I'm very aware of that, which is a very, very good thing. So let's get into it. When I was around 12 years old, no, when I was around 13 years old, I had no boobs, and I remember fighting with my sister and saying that I got boobs, she didn't have boobs, I got boobs, she didn't have boobs. But the truth of the matter was, she had boobs, I didn't have boobs, it was just fat. But at that age, the competition, you know, like having sisters, I have 3 sisters, so you know, being a girl, although my younger sister didn't have boobs at the time, I don't even think she had boobs right now, but it was, oh wow, well, my neighbors sometimes do things that are not very friendly. Sometimes I do it too, but yeah, that's what's up. So I had this whole thing where I felt like I had to compete. Like, I would say a year later or 2, I saw the boobs, and I say I was not as excited as I was fighting about them when I didn't have them. Because here's the thing, having boobs, yes, you know, like you're in school, every girl has boobs and they're talking about them, and like they're wearing bras, and you know, you're not, blah blah blah, so it makes sense. But me, when I got boobs, they became a little bit bigger sooner than I anticipated. So my aunt got me a bra. I remember one time my aunt got me bras, and there's this one in particular that I liked very much. When I wore it, my boobs were intact, like they would stay in place. I could play sports, I could run and whatever, because that bra was really like holding everything together. But the problem with that is that I wore that bra so many times and too much that some days I would probably not even like find time to wash it, because that was the only bra that I had, so I couldn't see myself without having it. I mean, it wasn't the only bra that I had, but it was my only favorite bra that I could wear that would keep everything intact. It was very sexy, it was like brownish. If I find a picture, I'll probably insert it somewhere right here and you guys will see it. But not the picture of the bra, but like something that looks like it. Anyways, so the one truth that's very painful till today is that yes, I have big boobs and I get it, and somebody else has small boobs and I understand that, But when me and my sister walk into a store, she gets a bra, so she could get like 3 bras for like 75 bucks, close to 100. For the same amount of bras, for 3 bras, I have to pay close to 200 bucks because one of my bras will cost around $65. It's the painful truth, but it is the truth. So my struggle is this. It's not that I cannot financially, so I mean that's one of them, but don't get me started. No, it's not that I can't financially support myself when it comes to bras. It's just that it's bigger than that. So financial wise, I have to struggle to pay for a bra. Physical wise, my back my back hurts. I know it's never gonna stop, so I think about it on a daily where I'm like, what's gonna happen? Like, what's the end? What am I considering? Blah blah blah. You know, like there's so many things to think about on a daily due to that, and I can't sleep. My neck is in constant pain. My posture has changed over the years. I can hardly sit properly. Even when I'm driving, like the struggle is real. When I put on my seatbelt, it tends to come from like in between my boobs, and then it just flies, and then it'll go all the way to like my neck, and then it'll be like strangling me from my neck to here. Like guys, the struggle is just, I mean, I could find pictures and probably insert them, you know, here and there, and then you guys could see exactly what I'm talking about. It's true, I have tried. I don't only wear a single bra when I go out and about. If I know we're gonna be doing physical activities, I have to keep my boobies intact. So I have to wear a bra, and then on top of it, add a sports bra, and then feel like, you know, it's tight. I can hardly breathe, my chest is the way there. And then that's when I go, oh, I did it. You know, like I don't want to run while my boobs are literally doing, yeah, that. So that's what I do. I don't think I should be doing that, which is where I guess the struggle comes in, because I'm like, is this how it's supposed to be? Or when I go to a store wanting to get just one single bra to wear with a cute top, and they tell me that will be 105 for one bra because it is strapless, or because it's a stick-on for like big boobies. Which, by the way, when I get home and I try it on and I try to do all these activities, it doesn't end up working. So it's actually really not like as best, but like it's okay considering there's really nothing else out there. So my journey with these big boobies is that at one point I sat down and I considered there's a few things to consider. I had to think about them, whether I liked it or not, because it's not like I want to live like this forever. Like I don't want to be struggling with my neck or with my back and can't sleep. I sleep on my stomach, so when you sleep on your stomach, you basically want to sleep on them boobies too. It's difficult. I don't like sleeping with the bra, but if I don't sleep with one, I feel like my boobs are all over the place as I sleep. That's a struggle that not everybody can relate to, but you understand what I mean, and it's not cool, you know it. So I've considered a couple options, and there's one that I've always considered, regardless of what anybody thinks, is a boob reduction. So breast reduction. I know that sounds, oh, I know. Hear me out, okay? Just hear me out. It's expensive. That's one. It's going to be painful. It's risky. Yes. Could it be done wrong? Yes. If I don't choose the right doctor. Am I anxious? Oh yes. Very anxious, very scared, emotional, and very overwhelmed that I have to go that far to actually get a solution. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. I'm just getting emotional. Oh my god. So yeah, that's one thing I've considered, and I've gone for a few consultations, and you know, I weighed my options, because in the end, though I'm a very plus size woman and I'm very proud, I have tried a couple of things, and I know I've struggled with weight, and some people might think, oh, maybe it's just weight, and if you lose the weight, the boobs will go too. I've tried that. It's not gonna happen. And I remember being younger and people telling me, oh, you're just a chubby little girl. When you grow up, all this is gonna go away. heard that several times. There's some family members are still talking about it today, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm almost 23 and you're still telling me that I'm just little chubby and it's gonna go away soon. When I'm 30, 40, no. The struggle has been real for days, and it's about time, I guess, I take my own actions. So that's exactly what I'm trying to do. So I don't want people being alarmed when I say this is my journey or this is what I'm going through, because it is a daily struggle, and I don't want to sound petty. Oh my god, I don't want to cry on camera. I don't want to sound petty and, you know, sound like I'm complaining about my back, about my boobs, about them being big, because I do know that some people, big boobs are like a trend, small boobs are a trend. And no, for some of us, all we just want to do is be able to take a nap and not find that a problem, be able to sleep on a bus, you know, on a long journey, on a flight, be able to wear swimsuits and swim in public without fear, be able to go to the gym and actually use a treadmill without being stared at, be able to wear certain clothes without people thinking you just want to show that you got big boobs. Because believe me, I know I have big boobs and I do not want to show them at all, but that's difficult to explain sometimes. I want to walk into a room where I have friends who are guy friends and girlfriends with their boyfriends, and then not have them be intimidated by the fact that my boobs are out there. Because believe me, I don't want them out there. But sometimes it's summertime and it's not easy for us to stay closed with the, you know, like it gets hot. It gets hot in there. And you want the air to get in there, like have them breathe. I know it sounds like I've been rambling about these boobs for a long time, but it's true, they're huge. If I showed you one of my bras, you might run. I don't know how far I'm gonna go, but I do know for sure that I don't want to go very far with this. It's a lot to handle, and I have thought about it. I've basically given it a lot of thought. I've talked to family members, I've talked to my doctor, and I still am. And it's gonna be a constant fight. And yes, basically in short words, I am saying that I have considered breast reduction. Don't be alarmed when one day I come in with teeny boobs and then you start wondering when did that happen, because I've talked about it and I'm probably gonna document my whole journey. And if anybody ever has any questions, you can feel free to ask me questions. There's this app that I follow, and just so you know, this video is not sponsored in any way. It's just an app that I found that basically talks about these kind of things, and people have documented their journey. People who have had struggles have talked about their struggles as well within this app. And it's called Real Self, literally. Okay, so it's called Real Self. Real Self, there we go, Real Self. So people do, there's pictures, but I'm not gonna show you in full, but like, so yeah, people do get breast reduction and they post pictures and what it looks like, their journey, their struggle and everything. So I follow everything, and you know, I see what it looks like, where I can go, certain doctors they recommend depending on where you are. This app is basically, I feel like it's in Canada, but you can get it no matter where you are and put in where you are located. Mine is basically within Ontario, and so yeah, doctors they recommend it usually within Ontario, and the whole plan, how to take care of yourself after, like they just talk about everything in general. So that's what I've been reading about. And okay, so this is the app. This is basically what it looks like. Is this one. It's called Real Self. Yeah, so Real Self, I will put it honestly somewhere out here. And yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about in short. This might be one of the longest videos, but so thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to comment, share, like and subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next Sunday. You you are beautiful in your own way and stay that beautiful. So with that being said, I don't want people saying, but now you're beautiful, don't feel bad. I know I'm beautiful and I don't feel bad. I'm just talking about the fact that I have huge breasts and that they've been a constant struggle for me and that I want something done about it. So because I don't want to be sneaky and people thinking, oh, she lost the weight, or like, I don't want to lie that there was a magic pill that made me lose all the weight, you know, in my breast area. I just want to be honest about it. I am considering a breast reduction and I am going through the journey. Like, this is basically the rough beginning of the journey and you guys are gonna see it go through. It is very time consuming. There's a whole approval process, consulting and talking to doctors, the healing time, how much time I have to take off work, and like there's so many things to consider. And who's going to take care of me? Am I going to take care of myself? Can I lift? Can I still drive? Can I, you know, there's all these things that I am still considering, I'm still thinking about, and thank goodness I have a support system that's very constant and kind and very loving, and I thank you so much for being there for me. And yeah, so yeah, big boobs have been a struggle.